Hi friends, we're going to read a story. It's our UFLI story, and then we're going to answer some questions, okay? Yes, I already have the answer to that one. We're going to do that one together, and then you'll do the rest on your own, okay? I'm going to read the story to you, and then when we get to the question part, I'll read the questions for you, and you're answering it on your own. Remember, if at any point you need to pause the video, just make sure you pause it, okay? You can pause it anytime that you need to. All right, friends, I'm going to read the story. Make sure you're tracking along with me. 5-mile hike. Ready? Chan rides his skates to the lake. When Chan gets to the lake, he looks for his pal Eve. He sees Eve on the black dock. Want to hike? Asks Eve. Yep, Chan says. Okay, grab these snacks for us to have on the hike, says Eve. Eve and Chan hike for a long time. This is a long hike, says Chan. Yes, it is 5 miles, says Eve. Eve and Chan talk as they walk. Eve tells Chan when they are close to the top. Here we are, the top of the hill, Eve yells. Eve and Chan can see for miles. Thank you for this grand hike, says Chan with a wide smile. All right, friends, so hopefully you're able to read that with me. Okay, let's take out our worksheet. Keep your story close by because there might be questions that you don't remember the answer, and you can go back to your story and find it. And I'm going to show you how to do that. That's always a good resource. Just go straight back to your story. Our directions say circle the correct answer. So question 1 says, Chan rides his blank to the lake. Well, I already circled skates, but I'm going to show you bike, kite, or skates. What does he ride to the lake? If I wasn't sure, I can go back in my story and read it again. Chan rides his skates to the lake. So I know the answer is skates. So I go back and I circle skates. This is the part where you may need to pause after each question to find the answer. If you don't remember it, it's okay to go back and look. And even if you think you remember it, it's actually a good idea to just go back and double check. Question 2 says, want to blank? Asks Eve. Hike, wave, bake. What is she asking? So you can go pause here and you can go back to your story and see if you can find what she's asking. And there I've matched it up. This says want to, and I come over here and I find want to hike. So I gave you that answer. Make sure you circle hike. The rest you're going to do on your own. I will read them to you and then you'll answer it on your own. Remember to pause if you need to so that you can go back to your story and find the answer. Number 3. Yes, it is blank miles, says Eve. 9, 5, 7. You can pause here and go back and find your answer. Number 4. Thank you for this grand hike, says Chan with a wide smile. Hug, bike. You can pause to find your answer. Flip your page over. We're not going to do this part, so you don't have to worry about this, okay? You can put an X if you want to, or just leave it. You're just answering these. And yes, I already have a couple answers, so you should be able to get these right. These answers need to be in complete sentences, okay? So it says answer the questions, and I want it to be complete sentences. What I mean by that is this question says, what did Chan ride to the lake? So to answer that in a full sentence, I need to say Chan rides blank, right? That's how I answer it in a full sentence. If I'm not sure of the answer, I come over to my story, and here's where it's asking, what did he ride to the lake? Chan rides his skates to the lake. So I made a complete sentence. Chan rides his skates. You can pause at any point if you need to catch up. Number 2 asks, whom, that means like whom did Chan see on the black dock? Again, if I can't remember, I go back over here. I kind of scan to see, oh, there's black dock. Let me go back up and look. He sees Eve on the black dock. So I write my full sentence. He sees Eve. Remember to pause if you need to. I'm going to read these last 3 questions to you. Pause after each one if you need to. It's going to take you a few seconds or at least a minute or so to write the sentence. So pause after each one and then find it in your story and write the sentence. Question 3. How long was the hike? You can pause here and find your answer. Write it in a complete sentence. Remember, your complete sentences start with a capital letter and they end with punctuation. Number 4. What do they do as they walk? Pause it here, go back and find your answer, write your sentence. Number 5. How far can they see? Pause it here, go back to your story and find your answer. If you need to go back to any of them, you can rewind to go back.